So let me talk to you about creating some digital assets. I just want to show you these champagne flutes. Now, I did a quick search. It's been a while since I bought champagne flutes, but I did a quick search through the data. I'm going to show you that later, how we search for demand for things. But I did a quick search, and every month in the US, there's in excess of 100,000 champagne flutes, sets of champagne flutes bought. There's probably more than that, but that was roughly, you get the idea. It's a massive, massive market. Well, these guys here, I singled them out. I found them on Amazon. And these guys here are a private label seller, just like I am. So that means they've got their own brand and they put out their own digital assets, i.e. their own products, into the marketplace for people to buy. Now, they've picked a really good little market here because it's such a big demand for, in this case, champagne glasses. So if you have a look at it, these guys are selling in that hundreds of thousands that get sold every month. These guys sell 13 units a day of these champagne glasses. How hard do you think it is to sell 13 units a day when there's hundreds of thousands of products being sold, champagne glasses being sold every day? But that 13 units a day, that one little product, that actually gives this private label seller, just like me, not my product though, actually gives them nearly $10,000 a month. And this is US dollars for everybody who's, I've got people here obviously tuning in from Australia and all over the world, but this is US dollars. Everything we talk about tonight is generally US dollars. So $10,000 a month from 13 units for just one set of champagne glasses. Now, I just find that phenomenal because that profit, based on a 30% margin, is $100 a day. Can you imagine making $100 a day from having one product live on Amazon? Now, that product will deliver you $100 a day every day that it's in inventory. So when you compare that to a house that's going to give you $68 a day, it just blows your mind. I still can't believe that you can get more cash flow from a tiny little product like that than you can an entire house that you've worked probably 20 years to pay off, and you're only getting $68 a day. So that's the beauty of digital assets. A digital asset is something that people buy off online. Now, obviously you've got to create those assets, but once you've done one, then why not create more? And that's all I did. I realized that if I had one product that's just selling 10 units a day, making me $50 or $100 a day, that's fine. I happily deal with that. Why don't I just add another one and another one and another one until I got to $200, $300, $400, $500 a day? And that's what this private label seller has done. They have used red wine glasses, stemless champagne glasses, and white wine glasses, and they've just added it to their brand. They've created this lovely little brand, and they've put 4 digital assets into that brand. And if you have a look there, each one of those products, those sets of glasses, is earning that seller roughly $10,000 a month. So adding it all together, that's almost $50,000 a month in sales, in revenue. And we always work on a roughly 30% margin. We'll get into that later. But at a 30% margin, that's still just under $500 a day in profit. That's profit. So that, and it's in US dollars, nearly $170,000 a year from 4 products. It is unbelievable. Putting it again into perspective, those 4 products, $170,000. How many houses will you need to own outright to produce that amount of income? Honestly, when someone showed this to me, Adam, way back in the day, that very first webinar, it blew my mind. I had not thought about it like that before. I was so stuck in the rut of I needed to buy a house. I needed to buy a house to have an asset. Now I understand that digital assets have just as much value and way better cash flow, and have a lot less startup time than a house does. The other beautiful thing with having these digital assets is they are an asset. They are building you equity. So if you're building a brand and you're getting consistent revenues in, you then have something that is sellable. So someone will come along and buy your product, and then they'll come along and buy your brand. So I now have 3 brands, or I had 3 brands selling on Amazon. I've recently sold one of those brands, so I've cashed it in. All the work that I did on that brand, I cashed it in and took a lump sum out. And that's what it is about, building equity. So it's one thing to build these little products, but they actually have value in themselves as a brand. So it's a very exciting place to be.
If you enjoyed that video, please hit the subscribe button as well as the little bell that's sitting on the screen around here so that you get notified whenever we drop a new video. Thanks for watching. Bye.